Everybody wants to start an online business in 2025, but the question is, should you go with Etsy or Shopify dropshipping? One is a global marketplace with hundreds of millions of people wanting to buy. The other is a customizable platform where you can control everything. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the pros and the cons of both Etsy and Shopify dropshipping, whether you're just getting started with e-commerce or whether you're scaling to 6 figures. Now, firstly, let's start with Etsy. So Etsy is a marketplace just like eBay or Amazon, where hundreds of millions of people shop every single year on this platform, which means the traffic is already built in. People already have their wallets out and they're looking for unique items to buy and search. So first, let's dive into the pros. So the pros of Etsy dropshipping are, you don't need to build your own website as it's already a platform that's built for you. It's super easy to set up as the Etsy platform is actually built for middle-aged women. So it's super easy with all the technical stuff. Etsy dropshipping is a super low barrier to entry business model. You don't need much upfront capital, which means you only need $30 to start up your Etsy store. You don't need any money for ads in the beginning. So you don't need to know how to do marketing. You can actually just run organic and actually get sales in that way. And also the learning curve is much easier than any other business model on the planet. And I've had students with literally a couple of days of experience already build their store and already get their first sales within 1, 2, 3 days. So the cons to Etsy dropshipping are, you have less control of your store because you're already building on a platform that exists. It's not your own platform, so you just have less control in general. The second thing, which is the scalability is actually not as high as Shopify dropshipping. Whereas Shopify dropshipping, you can run thousands of dollars in ads per day and really scale your Shopify stores to $1 million a month, $10 million a month. Whereas with Etsy, it's much lower. And the third thing is long-term benefits of Shopify. Shopify, when you build a real brand, you can actually have exit value potentially in the future, and you can actually build something for the future in the next 5 to 10 years, which is really long term. So basically, this is exactly why I teach Etsy dropshipping for all beginners starting with e-commerce, because it's a much safer and faster way for beginners to learn how to do e-commerce in the beginning. So now let's talk about Shopify. So Shopify is actually a platform, not a marketplace. So you actually have to design and make your own branded website where you actually control everything and every aspect of your business. So the website design, how it looks, the customer experience and stuff like that. So the first pro is actually you have full control over the branding, the customer list, and how you want to actually design your website. Second pro is it's absolutely amazing for scaling. If you really want to scale to 7, 8 figures, you can actually also integrate different types of apps, different upsells and advanced tools to really scale your business to those 7-figure marks. And the third pro with Shopify dropshipping is you're actually building a real brand which has exit value in the future potentially, which means for the next 5 to 10 years you can really build something that you're super passionate about, and yeah, it's much more sustainable in the long term. So the cons to Etsy dropshipping is, one, you actually need to run paid ads or bring traffic to your store by yourself, which means it's a lot of money up front, especially if you're running ads, if you're testing new products. Because just with a website, right, you're not going to just get random traffic to your website for no reason. So you're going to have to run ads and marketing to really funnel people into your website. Second con is it's a super high learning curve for beginners. So for example, if you've never touched e-commerce before, there is literally a 90% chance you're gonna just lose all your money if you don't know what you're doing, because the skill of Shopify dropshipping, you need to know how to do marketing, sales, delegating important tasks to customer service VAs, running paid meta ads or Google ads, really looking into the metrics and tracking everything, learning how to integrate all different types of apps. For example, with my Shopify store, I was using 10 to 20 different apps at one time. And it can really be a headache and a lot for people who are just starting out in the beginning. So the last con of Shopify dropshipping is obviously the upfront cost. Now the upfront cost for Shopify dropshipping is ridiculous. You need a lot of money in the beginning, to be running the paid ads, to do your website design, you need to pay someone for that as well. All these different types of apps, it costs a lot of money every single month. And you're roughly looking to spend $2,000 to $3,000 a month just to begin with. And that doesn't even mean that you'll become profitable if you don't find any winning product or any training product to sell on your Shopify store. So yes, Shopify is actually amazing, if you have that experience with e-commerce, if you have a lot of upfront capital. But if you're a complete beginner looking to get into e-commerce, there is literally no reason why you should be looking into Shopify, as it's much more complex and basically you'll just burn all the money that you had in the beginning. So in conclusion, here is the bottom line. So if you're looking to get into obviously e-commerce and you're a complete beginner, I would 100% suggest Etsy dropshipping, as it's much easier. You don't need much upfront capital as well. So for example, all of my clients who joined my program, who did their first $5,000, $10,000 in a month, they literally started with zero previous experience in e-commerce. And in their first couple of days, they made their first sale. In their first week, they did their first 1K week. They kept progressing super quick. And in their first month, they literally made $5,000, which is no other business model can actually do. However, if you have that e-commerce experience, if you have, a lot of upfront capital to actually invest into your business, and if you also have the money to be able to invest into a really good mentor who knows what they're doing, a mentor who's actually walked that path that you want to be walking, then I would actually suggest that you start Shopify dropshipping. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you found this comparison super helpful. Please leave a like down below. And also please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be posting a lot of content about e-commerce in general, especially with Etsy dropshipping. And if you also want to be mentored by me to do Etsy dropshipping, then you can actually send me a DM on Instagram, easy, and I'll personally reach out to you. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.